Episode 3, why every band should be bringing a good sound engineer to every show. If you're a band and you think you're successful, there's no question that you are probably either A, bringing an engineer to every show with you, even if it's got an in-house engineer, even if it's a festival, or B, you are definitely actively searching for an engineer. If you're not doing that, maybe you've just, struck gold and you happen to just be great without it. But I think almost every band that I know that's at a pretty high caliber is starting to do this or already does this. And the reason they do this is really two reasons, but the bigger and far more important one is a consistent sound. Really think about what live sound and live performance is doing, and it's really obvious to me because I've thought about it a bunch, but to you may be a little confusing. It's simple. Live sound and live performance is all designed to replicate something that was already recorded. Like every time a band goes on tour, they're playing music from an album, or they're playing maybe one cover or one something else, but their main goal is to reproduce as identically as possible a recorded media, and they want to present it exactly how every person perceived it when they were sitting in their car, when they were listening at their computer, whatever it may have been. And so if you're just bringing in a random guy every show who doesn't know what you sound like or doesn't know what your show looks like, what is the point of even playing that show? Because you're completely disregarding the reason you're playing that show, probably, other than maybe you're trying to get a couple dollars, so you can, make a living doing music. But ultimately, consistency is the name of the game, and replication is the way we're trying to do that. And so I have a great example. We work with a client here at Do or Die Productions, and their name is Anthony and the Tramps. These guys are great because they have these big, beautiful sounds in their album. They recorded their album, they got it mixed over in Chicago here, and they have such a unique sound to me. And when I was originally asked, the lead singer, Anthony, had asked me, he said, hey, what do we sound like? I struggled to describe really who they were like or what they were like. And so very quickly, I now consistently work with this band, and it's not because, they like me as a person, it's because they understand the importance of having a consistent sound engineer, and I was able to replicate their album really well, is why they really like me as their engineer. I hope they like me as a person, but maybe they don't, I don't know. But what's important is that this band has a very, very definitive sound. It's mountainous, he said it to me before, mountainous reverb. And if you were just an engineer walking into the show, you probably would not research Anthony and the Tramps before you had them come play. You wouldn't have any idea how they were supposed to sound, and you all of a sudden just stopped creating that perfect, replication of the recording. So when I go in and work for them, I am fortunate enough to know exactly what their recording sound like. I love their recording, so I get the chance to actually, try and recreate something that I love, and I have a great time doing it. So if you're not bringing your engineer, it's time to start thinking about bringing an engineer, even when there's a festival with a great sound guy there. So with that being said, there's some great things that having an engineer with you can do that an in-house engineer won't be able to do. If you own a soundboard for your band, or maybe the engineer has one, you can create scenes and snapshots for every song, every set, whatever you want it to be. And what you can do is have, just at the touch of a button, have the ability to reshape your mix, reshape your sound for that certain song that may be different. Maybe it's a ballad, so we need longer sounds. Maybe it's a hard rock tune, so we need like very crunchy distortion sounds. And it's so easy at the push of a button when programmed right, we can achieve that as sound engineers. But don't be fooled. Don't think that you can all of a sudden just fire your sound engineer once he does that. Because again, as we said in the prequel, mixing is shaping and then constantly reshaping. So with that being said, if you spent all this time working on writing, rehearsing, and cleaning up your sound and putting together your sound, and then you walk into a show and say, great, this guy can mix just fine. He doesn't know us. He doesn't always sound like he's going to do a great job. You're wrong. He is not going to present your sound the way you want it to, and you're truly just wasting time trying to play shows where you're not presenting your sound the way you want it to be presented. So if you're ready to truly start having a consistent sound that is not only A, enjoyable, but B, replicable, please reach out to an engineer. It doesn't even have to be our company. It doesn't have to be me. Reach out to a sound engineer. Somebody knows what they're doing. And please, please, please stop just using your friends. Please stop using yourself. Just start using somebody who knows what's going on with sound. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys really enjoyed it and you guys had a great time, share it, like it, do whatever YouTube people or Facebook people do with it. But I also want everybody here to ask questions. If you have a question, send us an email. It'll be right down here somewhere. Thanks, Matt. Or if you don't have want to send an email, comment in the comments. Post on our Facebook, ask questions, because we're going to take a lot of the questions. We'll probably create a video or two after the series, cleaning up some points of concern or some things that people didn't truly grasp. So if you have questions and you want to ask, I'm sure other people have them, ask away in comments or an email, and we'll be sure to get back to you and then hopefully turn them into a full entire, 2 or 3 episodes that will help everyone out.